Namaste. Today we start a new series of videos specially aimed at bringing Charlie Munger's philosophies into real life and of course investments. Today's topic is the do nothing syndrome or the action bias. I'm going to share an example which we've all seen, the Cadbury 5-star ad. There is this old woman sitting on a bench with her walking stick. Suddenly, her walking stick falls on the ground. She sees a young boy eating a Cadbury 5-star and she says, Beta, mera stick utha de. The person just doesn't respond. He is too much into his 5-star. She says again, Beta, mera stick utha de. And the person is blank. Exasperated, she walks to pick up her own stick. And then suddenly, a piano falls. That's right, a piano just fell on the bench where she was sitting. She was saved because she got up to pick up a stick. She looks up the young man and says, Thank you, beta, for not doing anything. That's right. The old lady thanked him for not doing anything. Now, that was advertisements. Let's go to real life. The last major football championship matches were analyzed. And what were the main study of the research? The 286 penalty shootouts. It turns out 94% of the time the goalkeepers dived to the left or to the right and did not stay in the center. You know why? Because they want to do something rather than nothing. They feared being judged. It turns out, research says that the goalkeepers would save the goals 2.5 times more if they just stayed in the center. Sometimes the best we can do is remain still and do nothing. But this doing nothing feels frustrating. Why is that? Let's say we go to the airport and we are waiting for our bags to arrive. We wait 10 more frustrating minutes. How about the airport is a larger airport and we walk those 10 minutes and by the time we arrive, bags are there on the belt. If we don't feel the frustration then, we feel relief. Now, similarly in investment, at times of market crisis, investors shun the stocks and mutual funds. Why? Because they want to be doing something. These hyperactive investors want to be doing something because they fear कुछ नहीं करेंगे तो loss हो जाएगा. Now, like we did for penalty kickouts, let's do a reality check for investors. Did you know that a 1 lakh investment in Sensex in the year 2000 would be worth 12 lakhs? And if you missed the best 10 days, your wealth would be 5.2 lakhs. That's a huge difference. Second, if someone is a very hyperactive investor and trying to chase the latest hot performing fund, his annual returns would be lower by 5% per annum. Well, I'm sure we've realized that super successful does not relate to super active. So, how do we overcome this do something syndrome or action bias? First, let's not confuse activity with results. Are we doing activity just to be busy? And if we are doing something, does it relate to a meaningful impact? Kabhi karna, otherwise nahi. And second, getting bored is okay. As Charlie Munger says, we need to develop a discipline of not doing stupid stuff. just to avoid getting bored. To end with, आपका स्क्रीन टाइम कहाँ है? नेटफ्लिक्स और योर पोर्टफोलियो?